Just about set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Houston Texans and the LA Chargers. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Southern California. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, accurate, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know when he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 42-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice game to his tight end.
Now it's the rookie, Omarion Hampton. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. Third down coming up.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On first down, it's Hampton. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Kamari Lassiter there on the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6. McConkey in motion. They'll go again with Hampton. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
The tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, number 2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Think back to a couple years ago. He's the 2nd overall pick. He's the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Going into year 2, Mike, I think the expectations were that he was going to blow up onto the scene and be MVP-type quarterback. The team as a whole took a little bit of a step back, and so did...
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes!
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one complete to Higgins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Motion man is Johnston. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Play action now. It's Herbert. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That one is got it away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone, and will come back out to the 20. Texans offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down for Houston.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Now, that was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud going to set up the throw. That's taken in by Marks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 5. To throw, it's Stroud. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
1st down, Texans.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Elijah Molden on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Kirk is the motion man. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. nowhere to go, no gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. It's second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Throw left side, taken in by Kirk.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it 3rd and 9 to begin. This one caught at the 4. And the Texans are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans move out to a 7-3 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now it's Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is hard. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On handoff, and this is by Dell. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Hampton. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard
And these are the
line.
explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many...
And he's in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, L.A.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chargers 10, Texans 7. Cameron Dicker to kick
After the
off for
touchdown,
the
here's
Chargers.
Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return.
The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Back to throw, Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. That's on the former first-round pick, Titus Howard.
Still 2nd down.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's Stroud. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Motion man is Johnston. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A run. This is Hampton. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Henry To'o on the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. Disley is the man in motion. Another run here with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
3rd, they need 8. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down. Tight end motioning left. On the give, here's Hampton. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On first down, Herbert. That is left side and taken in by Allen. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That one complete to McConkey. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
That penalty is declined.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Now, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Texans offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. from the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Catch left side is made by Higgins.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
He'll go right back to Kirk again. It's complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Houston.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Chargers 13.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Hampton. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
1 yard gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On play action now. Perfect. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now, Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he is very close to the 1st down. But eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
At the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Marks. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2. And now you find yourself on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Stroud to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Chargers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that 1st down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. And now brings up 4th down.
The Texans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a handoff to Marks. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
3rd and 6. To throw is Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
The Texans getting all set to punt, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Davis to return it. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. looking, trying to work inside. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Big Sheldon Rankins in there for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Automatic first down.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now it's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, it's Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 21-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Hampton will start the 4th. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
The 3-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll send their tight end left. He'll try to run with Hampton. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And after that short run, it puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time,
and he barrels his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton, touchdown Chargers. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Well, Hampton trying to run for it. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Texans offense ready to take over once again. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
5 yards picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Stroud. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Gonna set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
The Texans set to punt this one away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Play clock has expired. You're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Kirk is the motion man. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. He'll find his big target, the tight end Stover. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this situation. Do they try to slow play this and try to score without giving the ball back? Or do they try to strike as quickly as possible? So first things first, they got to convert this 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down for Houston.
First down, Houston.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
It leads to second.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
On fourth down, out comes the punter as they are forced to kick for the sixth time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go again with Hampton. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have first down yardage. Tackle made at about the 27. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down, they need 7. McConkey in motion. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Texans offense ready to take over once more. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk.
To Christian Kirk. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Now Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's going to have a Texans 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
And now you really have to get into your full-speed 2-minute mode, Mike. After that conversion brings up a fresh set of downs, you've got to go, and you've got to go fast.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. They proved much the best in this one. To get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.